and nicest
We
people.
should do a calendar.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, where's my cigar?
Then we can donate it all to KW Cares. But we probably have to pay people to buy them.
Oh, yeah, really.
All
We lose money
$6?
on that deal.
Yeah.
So we would definitely lose money on that deal.
Oh, we just put our best, biggest teams and how much GCI they did every year and say, hey, here's motivation for you.
True.
We could all wear firefighter outfits.
Or not.
Then they'll put you to work, Dick.
We could wear masks. Or KW
There we
masks.
go. We'll wear masks.
By the way, we have to wear a mask in the office here today when we go in the Commons. So I got mine ready.
Please do, please do.
Okay, got to get closer so I can see what it says. I have no idea.
Guy.
Oh, nice.
The go-to guy.
I used to advertise.
Perfect.
Well, shut my mouth.
Yeah, right. I ran into a group of people that I have talked to a little bit here and there, and one of the pieces of information I had for them had the Larry the House Guy thing on it. And they're like, "What's this house guy thing?" And it wasn't about a real estate conversation. I said, "Oh, well, that's my day job. I'm a real estate agent." Right away, 3 questions. What's going on with the market right now? Are people still buying? You know, all the silly questions, but the perception out there because of the whole coronavirus thing is that business is drooping. And it's like, no, we're on fire. So don't even, Tucson market, we're great. Yeah, onward. It was a great conversation, though. It was a great opener.
I did my first virtual hospital doctor visit with my cardiologist.
Nice.
That first question he asked me was, "How's the market?" And when I told him, he almost had a stroke. I couldn't believe it.
Should have said, no, you should have said, it's time for you to invest there, dear doctor.
I did. Hey, I sent him a virtual go to a guy, get out of jail free card.
It wasn't a Banner cardiologist by chance, was it?
No, it was a, well, I'll give you, his name is Dr. Mark Goldberg. Great guy. When you have
I work in cardiology at Banner. That's why I asked.
Okay, when you have your first heart attack, that's the guy to call.
Actually, before you have your first heart attack, he may be
The second
the guy
or
to
third
call.
too. Yeah.
He's a
First
great
and
man.
last.
Great.
I'm glad to see a couple new old faces on the call. Scott Anderson, Nicole, thank you for joining us. It's been a while since we've seen you. Hopefully everything's going okay. Scott's got his notepad. He's waiting for some goodness. I like it. Well, it sounds like you guys had a really fun weekend.
Yep.
If it was anything like some of my agents, it was a busy one because I was helping with 6 different contracts over the weekend. So there was quite a bit of activity in the marketplace. How you guys doing? How's things? Good for Dick?
Absolutely on fire. It's great.
That's awesome. Now's the time. We really need to focus our strategies on how to pick up more sellers because now's the time. There's a house down the street from mine that Hope was even putting an offer in on Saturday that got like 15 showings the first day it went live. Tiny little brick house. So no HOA, small house. That I've got one coming soon that I just sold a family a year ago that COVID's changed their life and now they're moving back east. So they're going to make a quick 10 grand in less than 12 months.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a seller reach out to me, or a buyer who needed to move, and so they decided to list their house this last weekend. And it was on the market for a day, and we're negotiating a contract right now. So hopefully it'll be under contract soon. It was $375. So they're going in every price range if they look good.
Yeah. So what
Sometimes
it is,
even if they don't.
yeah, money's coming in from everywhere: New York, Hawaii, California. People that are these what they call level 5 in housing and level 5 industry. I worked for Lowe's, and there was different pay scales based on region. You could make $60,000 a year as an ASM here in Tucson, and then make $120,000 a year in New York at the exact same level because of the difference in pay scale because of the cost of living. those places that are level 5 cost of livings, San Francisco, Hawaii, New York, are selling their properties, their 2-bedroom bungalows for $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, coming here and paying cash for houses. So there's been quite a bit of influx there. So you're going to see the market shifting in that direction. You guys keep track of the trends on your command and see where the referrals are coming from. Just the stuff that we can see in command, and start making some friends in those markets. And then on top of that, get some ads. If you've got a couple of dollars, $10 to throw behind a listing ad, get it on Facebook, and let's get your name out there and bring in some lead generation for you, because it's been very fruitful. We're still under our promo period with Google and Facebook, where we're getting ridiculous results with minuscule investment.
Is there is that going to change at some point? It sounds like you said we're in this period of time where we're getting extra attention or something.
I don't know if it's ever going to change, but I just know that the amount of effort that we are, as a company, are putting into it, 182,000, we're hitting the algorithm just right. And that's why I never want to say it's going to be a constant thing, because everything changes. That's the only consistency in life. The good thing about that is if we're always looking for the change, we'll be ahead of it. But right now let's catch that wave. It's still building, and it's not even close to crashing.
Well, seriously, now's the time to toot your horn. If you don't tell people that you're a great realtor and you're going to work for them, this is the greatest time in the world to tell them, because that's what they're looking for. And if you don't tell them, if you don't believe it about yourself, then shame on you. You got to get out there and Facebook and Google. I mean, look at me. I got a face made for radio. No offense, Larry, but anyway, people are calling me. I love it.
Yeah, true to life story is my son's mother, my son's aunt. So her sister is buying a house. Won't use me because she absolutely hates me. I don't know why. And Jess, my son's mom, called me yesterday. She had a question about real estate, and it was pertaining to the deal that her sister was doing. And I was like, I thought your sister had a realtor that was really pretty to look at. And she laughed, because that's exactly how she described his realtors. He's really pretty. I was like, cool. Well, does he know what he's doing? And this has been weeks now, and she keeps calling me with random questions. I was like, why don't you just have Rachel call me directly, and I'll answer these questions. She's like, you know she won't do that. I was like, well, it really sounds like the realtor's not doing his job, and because he's pretty, she's letting it slide. Don't let your sister get screwed up.
Don't knock being pretty.
And that was the conversation was kind of like, because he was pretty, she's going with him. So Dick's 100% right. You need to promote the shit out of your abilities. Like, I'm not pretty at all. I'm goofy enough.
I don't have to worry about that one.
Right? But the thing is I'm getting questions all day, every day, from people that have used other agents in different markets that are like, hey, is this right? Is this right? Is this right? Because they're starting to realize that it's more than just the pretty pace. It's more than the shiny. Let's look at track records. Let's look at the backing. The one consistency I'm seeing across the board, and this is national that I do on this level, is not a single one of these situations is coming from a KW agent.
Wow.
Brand yourself.
Yeah. We are the largest group of realtors under one brand in the world. There's consistency in it. Like if you do it,
let us brand ourselves, because a lot of those companies like Coldwell Banker, Century 21, you really can't brand yourself, especially Coldwell Banker. And I will never, ever leave Keller Williams. It's the best place to work, the best company, and they let me brand myself. What more can I ask for?
they let you be
Now,
you.
when I die, maybe I might leave them. I'm not certain. I may come back and haunt you, Big Dan.
I think your background is an indicator. You're going to be flying over us forever.
Well, my problem is that I used to do my drones with me flying over, holding the drone, and then Sparkle Cleaners ruined my cape. So I couldn't fly anymore. You got to have a cape.
Ridiculous.
You're crazy.
Oh
But
god.
hey, craziness is next to godliness.
Yes. But that's absolutely right. So let's get out there and brand yourselves. And that just comes up. We talked about last week at the videos, right? The video series. I challenged everyone to go do a video because that's going to be the best way of getting yourself out there. Raise your hand if you've heard of something called TikTok.
Yeah, I won't
Yeah.
use them.
Everybody on the call knows what TikTok is. I didn't know what TikTok was a couple years ago. I thought it was just a dumb kid app. It has over 500 million active users.
Well, it used to be Musically.
Yeah, it used to be Musically.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's only been TikTok for like a year and a half.
But that's the thing is it's considerably more impactful than you think it would be because video format communication is taking over. When you're scrolling through your Facebook feed, I want you to realize the things that you stop and look at. Are you looking at the long worded post or are you looking at the picture? Or do you get stopped on the video?
Right. And now it was a while back when Facebook changed this, but now instead of clicking on the video, once it comes up, it just starts playing.
You can turn that off.
Yeah, I have mine turned off.
I have
so it
mine
doesn't
off.
do it. But I did start using Instagram because Facebook was getting so intensive. I just wanted that quick snapshot, you know.
Can I ask a question? Why turn it off? Because if you absorb what other people are doing on Facebook, it's going to generate ideas for you.
Oh no, not when it's junk. I don't want to listen to other people rant.
I want to see and feel and hear what other people are doing to advertise to meet their market. Because
I'll click on those type of things, but I have too many friends that post videos of news crap and that type of stuff that it's not worth it. Now on my Instagram, I have my Instagram turned on automatically though, because my Instagram feed I have a lot of realtors on.
Yeah, well, I don't have that many friends.
Yeah. So I keep my Instagram one on and then I have my Facebook one off.
Yeah.
I like how our conversations naturally evolve into things, so. Miss Cindy's here. All right, we got a couple minutes to do some scripting. What challenges do you have this weekend that we can help you deal with or help you become stronger with? Okay.
Spanish.
What was that? You need to learn Spanish?
Spanish, yes. I'm giving Jesse, so many referrals because I call, and they don't speak very much English at all. So our conversation is Español, sí, English, nay. It's just like click. I'm like, Jesse, here's another one for you.
Hey, nothing wrong with mailbox money.
I need to learn. My sister speaks it fluently. She doesn't live in Tucson, so I got to get on the bandwagon. Yeah, I know Croatian fluently, but that's not going to help me here. So.
Interesting.
You don't know.
You
There's
never know. Yeah.
Just the right person out there.
You could run a Facebook ad in Croatian and see what comes up.
Yeah, I was just going to say, do a Facebook, one of those little, just hi, this is me. And, for those of you that are of that
Can you
descent,
understand
whatever.
me? Good. I can sell you a house.
Yeah, because, you really, when the foreign people get into town, they're lost trying to find a realtor. So,
Like Kim, Pastor Kim, he speaks 5 languages, Sudanese, that whole area in the world, and French. So he started doing ads and videos in French, Sudanese, and the other dialects that he speaks, and instantly floods of referrals because he put out there in native tongue where he felt confident because his English, I love him to death. He's on the call. You guys all know him. His English is, not his second language. It's like his 6th language, but he's still really good at it. He trips the words, doesn't know the nuances. You give him his native tongue or anything that he speaks for his lifetime, he rolls that thing like a radio announcer, and he's got the confidence and the bubbliness to it. And people are like, I need you. He closed 3 deals last month from that alone. So he went from nothing to 3 real fast. I mean, same thing. If you guys do speak a second language, great for you, fantastic, put it out there. You'd be surprised of the community that you can impact by being able to speak their native tongue, because they'll trust you more because you can speak their language and you can help them understand the differences. Eileen's smiling because she's one of our multilingual agents too. One of her clients, I think, just closed out too, was a native Filipino, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where I want you guys to use your strengths and skill sets. That's awesome.
Well, I speak Hebrew, but that doesn't do very much of an advantage in Tucson because Tucson is the second largest Jewish constituency in the United States.
I have never seen a Jewish ad, period.
Oh.
Might work in your favor.
Who knows?
Scott Lehman is more known than any other dealer in Tucson, and he's got like a 300 by 300 foot lot. That's it. He's dwarfed in comparison to the megaliths that are around him, but people know him more. Why? Because he gets his name out there.
Advertising. Yeah, that's we did. There was for anybody that had been back east at any time in your life, you might remember Crazy Eddie in New York City. Crazy Eddie had a stereo store. The entire northeastern portion of this country knew who Crazy Eddie was because he bought advertising, not just in New York. He would buy it in all the surrounding states because people go into New York. And, when you come to New York, come to Crazy Eddie's. It was Scott Lehman on steroids, literally, if you can imagine that.
Hey, guys, I need everybody to read the chat out loud right now, if you would, and you'll see why here later today.
Dan, you're a dang good realtor.
Say, anyone else? Just saying.
Dan, you're damn a good realtor.
Dan, you're a Dan, you're a dang good realtor.
Now, watch for my Facebook later today.
All right.
Okay? And I want you guys to follow suit with this. I'm going somewhere with it.
Oh my
okay?
God.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to do a static picture. I'm going to do a video later to it. And you guys will all see it. It's just going to be one of those things, and it's going to spike your interest. It's going to catch your mind on something. So now, as for your own sphere of influences, how do you let people know that you're a realtor without being overburdensome?
So right now I'm doing a weekly buyer's fundamental class. And so I'm boosting those ads to get out of my sphere. And I've paired up with my mortgage lender and a insurance person for home insurance. And so
Emily, that is very smart to tie yourself into your mortgage lender and your insurance agent. That is a great connection.
So we'll have a lunch and learn tomorrow and see how it goes.
Yes.
Good stuff. How else?
I've started to consciously, when I get into conversation with people, work the real estate references into the natural conversation. Instead of just walking and going, yeah, hi, my name's Larry. I'm a real estate agent. Because that's when they immediately kind of like, hands up, oh God, here comes another one.
Right.
But in general conversation, I was, I met someone, hey, have you been in Tucson long, And I said, well, back in my, broadcasting days, and that brought up the topic of radio. And then from there, it's like, well, what they ask me, well, what do you do now? Well, my day job is I'm a real estate agent. Or I met somebody who's like, well, I'm out at Camino de Oeste and El Camino del Cerro. I'm like, oh, you're on the west side of town. I just had a client buy a big house above you on Tucson, up on the Tucson mountain area. Oh, what do you mean you had a client? I said, well, I'm a real estate agent. So it's working references to real estate into natural conversation. So you're not selling, you're relating.
100%. Called simple slide-ins, little pearls, little breadcrumbs, right? Use the term my brokerage. have your name tag on, have KW gear, whatever. I was in line for Dickman's meat. If you guys haven't been there, you should go there. It's pretty amazing. I just first time, been in Tucson for 20 years. First time on Saturday. It was great. I stood in line, was sitting there talking. Heather and I were, just standing there waiting in line. I was being my normal goofy loud self, have a good time. The couple behind me was just laughing at me. And at one point, my mask like snapped up into my face because, big head, small mask makes my ears like pinch down. And I was like, my typical overreaction. I was like, I hate these freaking masks. This COVID stuff is ridiculous. And like just going on a rant, just having fun. And the lady goes, tell me how you really feel. And I was all, well, how I really feel is I feel hot and I'm burning and I'd much rather be at home, but my agents keep calling me. And she's like, your agents? I was like, yeah, I'm the brokerage director for Keller Williams and I run our new agents. And like her eyes got all big. She's like, oh my God, my sister works for Keller Williams in Tennessee. I don't remember. And it started a conversation and 3 guys behind her in line was like, hey, you're an agent? What area do you work? Well, I was like, I got agents everywhere. What are you looking for? Got his information. Him and his brother are looking for a place that their mom to move down from Washington. But it's not even the person you're directly talking to. It's literally could be anybody in your periphery that has that, hears you say something real estate related. They're like, oh, hey. But then you have to be well scripted enough to say, hey, let me get your information. Let's reconnect after we get out of this situation and we can discuss more of the finite details. Hey man, it's great meeting you.
Dan, you're absolutely right. And you got to make sure that your voice goes past 6 feet.
Yeah.
I can't. It's called social distancing. My voice has been trained to stop at 6 feet and just.
You are such a kind human being.
Cone of silence, sir.
Yeah, those opportunities are all over the place. I was walking through a CVS or something like that, and as I was walking past this group of people, I hear the phrase, yeah, the real estate agent just doesn't seem to be doing his job. And I'm I turned around and I said, excuse me, I couldn't help but overhear what you just said, but I get frustrated when I hear that because it makes me look bad. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm a real estate agent. But if I just heard you say your real estate agent doesn't seem to be doing their job, is there something I can help you with? I want to tell me what happened.
Yeah. Larry, there's a lot of realtors right now, not here, who are not doing their job, who are depressed. They're working for a brokerage that they are bored with. And we have the greatest story never told, and we got to tell it.
Yeah. I think the 80-20 rule, 80% of the agents out there that are talking to people and trying to do business are on the bottom end of the chart here.
Yeah, bottom feeders.
We're everybody on this call has the ability to be in that top 20% using the scripts,
Absolutely.
using our knowledge, using this data, using our systems. So, think about how many people are out there that are in that bottom 80% that do 2 deals a year and then fumble through whatever they're getting into. You can tell when, on the first time you converse with another agent on either a listing or if they're buying, calling on your listing, you can tell pretty quickly who's the sharp, who's the top 20% and who's the rest of that 80% of the, 6,000 real estate agents that are here in town. So, yeah, pick that out because, I ended up coaching another agent through most of the deal.
And then you invite them to come and find out more about Keller Williams.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I truly support the idea of self-promoting, especially in any circumstance, any situation. I want to share with you my personal experience last week. I lost one of my friend, and I was able to go to Phoenix yesterday for a memorial burial. So we created a WhatsApp group to support his memorial contribution. And I had almost 400 contacts. Most of them, I only had 100 contacts. I was able to get those 300 contacts. So since I was in the committee, I let them know, hey, anyway, let you know what I'm doing. If any one of you have any need real estate, just give me a call. I will be able to help you. So what happened, I just get 3 refers. Someone is buying a house in Phoenix, Glendale for $350, and I was able to get that refer to someone else. In Ohio, Iowa, I was able to get a refer for someone who's buying fourplex. I was able to contact another agent. I gave that refer. And I got also another lead here, a truck driver from Somalia who's buying a house. I was able to meet him in a Kolb office this Friday, which means I'll truly support the idea. Hey, let them know, everyone you meet, what are you doing, that you're the best real estate agent, and you'll be able, no matter what, to help him get his, get his needs, fulfill his needs.
Right on.
I like it, dude. Good stuff.
You the man, Kim.
I think the one thing I want to celebrate for Kim is that he has definitely come into his own when it comes to self-promotion and marketing, where he's going out and telling everybody what he does, and it's showing up in his production. It's showing up in his activities. It's showing up in his opportunities. And I want every one of you guys to do the same thing. Every one of you guys needs to shamelessly self-promote. You got to do it like Larry was saying. Just kind of slide it in the conversation. You need to put it in there. Be a little bit like Dick Nichols. Be a little bit over the top. Be out there. Be energetic. Be memorable. Don't be rememberable. Be memorable.
Don't be a secret agent.
Exactly. That term keeps popping up in my head all the time. Don't be a secret agent. Don't be a secret agent. Everybody and anybody needs to know what you do. I love it that my friends reach out. How's the housing market? How's business? How's life? How are house sales going? Because they know.
Tell you something.
Go ahead.
When you came up to my open house, you were the most unforgettable agent I ever met at an open house. It was like a breath of fresh air. I thought maybe, just maybe, we were related. But you got the right idea.
We might be, Dick. My family's from the Eastern Seaboard.
Really?
So, my dad's name is Richard. So.
Oh. Well, maybe, no, I'm not your dad.
I hope not.
Oh.
I need to have some kind of, deniable excuse.
He's brokenhearted.
By the way, is it Eileen?
Eileen?
Eileen, I'll tell you something. Right behind you is the first member of your fan club. You got the fan behind you. And you got to tell somebody that you have a fan club already and you're doing dynamite. Keep it up.
Oh my gosh.
It's awesome.
And Scott, your fishing pond behind you. What a great setting and background, because you know how to catch them big.
That's Savino Canyon, baby.
Awesome. Well, guys, I loved how today went. Kind of all went off the reins. I hope you guys that are fathers enjoyed your Father's Day. If you still have your dad around, I hope you're able to talk to him or hang out with him or see him, whatever you could do. That's awesome. Me, myself, I got to see both my father and my son, which was a great Father's Day. So now I'm back here with you guys where home feels better. I'm more energized. And just like you energize me, I hope that we energize each other. Go out there, do something great today. Go make a new friend you haven't made, and go talk to 3 of them you already know.
God bless you all.
Be well. Thanks, guys.